Marlies.
And I'm Jai. We live in Cairns and we love the outdoor lifestyle, so the beach, the rainforest, spending time with the family.
We've got 2 sons. Troy is 4 and Zach just turned 1.
Our inspiration behind the business is Troy. He was born with a dairy intolerance.
Through Troy's health issues, we discovered health and wellness. We were so passionate about it and we wanted to share it with as many people as we possibly could. Entering into the unknown is absolutely a risk, but the outcome could be profound.
Hello Sharks, my name is Jai Hobbs and with me is my wife and business partner Marlies. Together we are the founders of Paleo Cafe and we are seeking a minimum investment of $750,000 for a 10% equity share in the business.
Paleo Cafe is a revolutionary health food store and cafe franchise business, which is based on the most logical philosophy for optimal health, the paleo lifestyle. Put simply, paleo is just eating real food that nourishes your body and avoiding processed foods that can be harmful to your health. We discovered paleo after a traumatic experience with our first son's health. Troy was born with a dairy intolerance. He screamed in agony and starvation for the first 5.5 months of his life. I have a dairy intolerance like my son. If I don't eat this way, I suffer from serious skin issues, digestion problems, and I also have Hashimoto's, which is an autoimmune disease. After discovering paleo, the health of our entire family was transformed. Troy started thriving, Jai and I lost weight, my skin and digestion problems resolved, and we had more energy. Naturally, we wanted to share the benefits of the paleo lifestyle with as many people as we could. We opened the flagship cafe in Cairns in October 2012, and we now have 12 cafes throughout Australia and the first location opening in New Zealand in the coming months. In February 2014, we released our best-selling Paleo Cafe lifestyle and cookbook, and this year we signed on Pete Evans as our consultant chef and brand ambassador for the next 3 years.
So to showcase some of our product, we've made some food for you here today we'd like you to try. One of Pete's recipes, which is butter chicken with some cauliflower rice and some naan bread.
Yeah.
Bring that on.
I better start with a Queenslander.
Looks good.
Lovely.
Cheers, thanks. Love the rice.
Cauliflower.
Is that cauliflower, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You buggered. Tastes good.
It is good. Yeah, no.
Marlies and Jai, good to see you. Just trying to work out, it's a big number, 7.5 million valuation for your company, 10% share. Walk me through the numbers.
Yeah, sure. So, group turnover in the last 12 months was 13.5 million, so all of the cafes.
Wow, fantastic.
For head office of the franchisor business, gross revenue in the last 12 months was 875. Net was 300.
That's a really good margin, right?
How are your same-store sales
Yes.
year on year going?
So from last year to this year, we're down
What percentage?
9%.
Jai, that does disturb me, hearing your same-store sales have gone backwards 9%. What are we blaming here?
What I think we're blaming is partly us and our management and our direction. We tried to drill down so much on operations and efficiencies, and we lost focus of the product.
What are you doing for those franchisees now to get some growth back in their cafes?
We went and got some help and established some people around us and brought on our general manager that's got that experience. A big part of what we did was Pete.
He's got three extra chefs in his team, and they are a constant source of support for our franchisees and their chefs.
Right.
Right, okay.
Do you have much debt in the business?
No debt in the business.
There's so many good things about you. I mean, I could really work with you too. You've taken your hits with a bit of humility and you've accepted that you didn't get everything right. You've talked about that in such a rational way. I'm not mad about your business, don't get me wrong. It's a business. I could go either way. I can see your model will work. But evaluation just drives me to a corner where I say, I'd want probably 40 or 50% of your business and you're going to tell me to get stuffed. So good luck to you.
Thank you.
But for those reasons, I'm out.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So $750,000,
Yes.
what's that going to do to the business? What are you going to spend it on and what difference it's going to make?
Yeah, great question. Opportunity for us is a big thing. We believe the timing in the market is now, which is why we're here. We'd like to bolster our systems in-house. So bolster our systems for franchise support, make sure that the staff on the ground are doing things the Paleo Cafe way and giving our customers a great experience. We're looking to roll out our ready-made meal production. We're currently doing between about 2,500 and 3,000 ready-made meals through our group a week. The problem is the chefs in the kitchens can't keep up. So we've spoken to a centralised supplier that can centrally produce these things with a 35-day shelf life, brand new state-of-the-art facility. So we see that as a massive opportunity in our business at the moment.
I absolutely love your branding, love your positioning. I would love to produce a range of paleo gift boxes with you, and I would love to promote it throughout my customer base because I do believe in that. It's just not an investment for me. I'm out.
Thank you.
The biggest thing bothering me is your valuation is huge. I think you're asking a big number. For that reason, I'm out.
You're at a really interesting time in your life cycle. You need more infrastructure to grow, but you haven't got the revenue really to be able to afford that growth. The valuation is really high. And so with that in mind, I will make you an offer. I'm prepared to give you what you've asked for, which is $750,000, but I'll need 38% for it.
Marlies and Jai Hobbs want $750,000 for a 10% stake of their food franchise, Paleo Cafe. Janine is keen for a piece of the paleo pie, but not at the current valuation of $7.5 million.
I'm prepared to give you what you've asked for, which is $750,000, but I'll need 38% for it. So the value that I'm putting onto it is full value of what the market offers. I mean, you only have to look on the public listed market to see what food businesses are going for.
Yep.
But it's also coming with a juggernaut of systems and processes that you will need.
Oh, look, I think you've been lowballed there. I do. The thing is,
Mate, if you think it's so cheap, then make an offer.
if it needs further cash in the future, you're going to basically disenfranchise your entrepreneurs, which I'm not that keen on. But I also have trouble making the equation work because it is quite a big ask. I hate Janine's offer. It is the only one on the table. I'm out. All the best, and please do something to get a better deal out of it. That's terrible.
It's only because Steve doesn't know what's involved. I know exactly the stage you're at, and we will give you the foundation for you to take this business forward.
Do you two need a moment to go out and talk about it for a
be
second?
great.
That'd be
We
great.
could.
Okay, go take a moment.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I think it's actually a fair offer. I think they're asking for too much hope in their valuation and not enough reality. And you've given them a reality check.
What's your feeling? What's your gut?
I'd be comfortable with 750,000 for 30%. That's, I think, the maximum that we
Yep.
should go to.
They've only got two choices. They take debt and struggle and grow slower, or they go with Janine, take the equity and the smarts, and they'll get to a destination faster. Joe Malley, you came in here asking for $750,000 for 10% of your business. Janine has offered you $750,000 for 38%.
Look, we've spoken about it, and it is a lot lower than what we came in here for. However, based on what you can bring to the table, we'd like to do a deal. However, we'd like to do a deal for $750 for 25%.
So we have a counter offer of $750,000 for 25%.
The numbers that I did, actually, I didn't just pull it out of the hat. The value that I bring is cash, but more importantly is experience. I bring an infrastructure of hundreds of people. So I think my offer is actually very fair, and I'm not moving.
Don't walk away from this deal. Grow your business faster.
I don't want to walk away from the deal, but there's a lot of sweat equity. There's a lot of
There
our
is.
money. There's a lot that's gone into it. It is our baby.
I can help you grow this business to a multi-million-dollar business, and you know it. What I've offered is worth it.
Would you agree to 35%?
Yes.
Oh,
Hey, well done.
yeah.
Congratulations.
Well done.
Oh, I think there's going to be tears in the tank.
Thank
Marlies, well done. I think
Congratulations. Well
Very
done.
wise.
You're amazing. You did a really good job.
Thanks, mate. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Good luck to you. You did a great job. Well done.
Thanks.
good luck.
Thanks, guys.
Congratulations. Thank God they made the right decision.
Oh, no,
Well
seriously.
done. High five on that.
You got a deal? How does it feel?
Yeah, really good, really good. It was as intense as what we thought it was going to be, but really happy with the result. The experience she brings and the knowledge and the resources is fantastic.
Next into the tank, a married couple who've been sweating bullets to bring their product to life.
G'day Sharks, my name is Michelle and this is my husband Troy, and we are the founders of Pit Stop in Queensland. Today we are seeking a $50,000 investment for 25% equity in our business.
So Sharks, would like you to imagine spending time and effort every day to dress smartly for work or a special event, only to have all your hard work undone by the simple act of raising your arm.
Uh-oh.
That is gross. And it's not just him that suffers. I'm sure you can relate to this. You're travelling in a crowded bustle train and you find yourself getting stuck in this position. Yuck!
Some people think that by wearing a t-shirt or singlet under their tops is a suitable solution to the problem.
But have a look at the state of those underarms. And if you do the laundry like me, you know you never get the smell out. Pew. Fortunately, we've developed a product to combat wet patches, body odour and discoloration on your garments. Sharks, we proudly present to you Pit Stop Underarm Sweat Guards.
So Pit Stop is an underarm guard.
How many shirts you got on?
That's the last
He's thin! He's thin!
Pit Stop is a guard that attaches easily to the underarm of your shirt, absorbing moisture and keeping the armpit fresh and BO-free.
And I should know, do you know how many times I've had to smell my husband's armpit while we've been developing our prototype?
I'm glad you said that.
Someone had to. I wasn't doing it myself.
Okay, Sharks, it's time for us to stop sweating up here and for you to start investing.
Well done.
Wonderful. That was
Thank
a great
you.
presentation.
Thank you.
So, Michelle and Troy, that's $50,000 for 25% of your company.
That's correct.
That's
Great. Could we have a look at the product? Could
Sure.
you-
Would you like to just bring it
Absolutely.
over to you?
Yes, please.
Thank you. Great, thanks.
And you designed it, Michelle?
Yes, we did. We both designed it ourselves.
How long have you had it out there to prove that it works?
We've been trading. This is our 4th year of trading.
Oh, 4th year of trading. So you're a mature business.
Yes.
Great.
Primarily, it's available online as well as word of mouth.
What's the sales price in a pharmacy?
Okay, so we retail it at $10.
How many's in a box?
10 pairs.
So I've got 10 days of sweat-free armpits for $10.
That's correct.
Correct.
Can I ask a question that we're all thinking?
Sure.
How different is this to a sanitary towel?
Husband and wife team, Troy and Michelle Tornabine, want a shark to invest in their sweat pad business, Pit Stop. But their product design has been called into question.
Can I ask a question that we're all thinking?
Sure.
How different is this to a sanitary towel?
Pretty much they are based on the concept of the sanitary pad. That was actually what we used as our prototype initially. So you can imagine, I think it was about 6 to 8 months we were wandering around. Well, I was wandering around actually with pretty much a sanitary pad under my arm and giving it a go to work out what worked, what didn't work. The thing is with the sanitary pads, they tend to be very cardboardy or they tend to be plasticky, and you can hear the sort of sense of them. So, and that's me talking about it. A male talking about it.
I'm going, really? You're still an expert.
Well, because I wore them for 12 months, I feel like I'm an expert on them. But that was the main reasoning behind them. They are designed differently. So
okay.
these sit in, once initially you wear them,
It's quite soft. It's really soft.
yeah.
Yes.
Once you wear them, you're sort of conscious of it. But I've been wearing them. I wear them every single day, and I don't even realise I've got them on half the time.
Is it that big a problem?
Can be. There's a lot of people that actually have chronic sweating, which
Yes.
have to be treated with Botox and all sorts of stuff.
The aim of our investment today is just to get it actually out there for people to know that you don't have to go and use all the chemicals. There is some solution out there and a possibility for you.
And why pit stop? When I saw that, I thought, oh, this is like something you pee on.
Oh, stop, Steve.
Well, that is. I mean, it doesn't instinctively say that this is to stop sweat. I mean, to me, I think that so far as people naturally understanding this product, because I wouldn't, if I walked past it, I'd think it looks like what's something to do with a car.
I agree, the brand doesn't quite fit the product.
I can't get excited about a sanitary pad for under my arms. I really can't. I wish you all the best, but I'm out. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Steve.
Thanks very much.
So tell us about sales.
Okay, so sales have been increasing, so we've been really pleased by that. The last financial year, we've increased by 60% in our sales. So last year we sold $31,000. That's the total sales. Then we had net profit of around $8,500.
You've been going 4 years and you had a net profit of $8,500.
That's correct.
What we need with this investment is to have a strategic marketing campaign behind it to take us to that next level and generate those sales.
Michelle, Troy, I'm ready to make a decision. To me, it's very niche. I don't see the potential, you know, in terms of the market. I wish you luck, but for those reasons, I'm out.
Yeah, Michelle and Troy, you've come up with an invention. Great job. Aussie innovative. I think you've got to front the sort of companies that are going to distribute this for you in the right space, the pharmaceutical and supermarket space that says this is a solution for a problem. But I think it's a product, not a business. I'm out.
Down to 2.
Only selling this product online is a hiding to nowhere. People need to just pop it in their trolley every single time.
Exactly.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yes.
So for that reason, I'm out.
You guys are madly in love. You can just see it. And you're enjoying the journey.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely. Absolutely.
So, yeah, you're having a bit of fun with it.
Yep.
You've obviously got a great sense of humour.
Yes.
You have to be able to... Look, for me, the customers have sort of spoken with regard to the volumes. Who knows, it might take off, and be a rocket.
Thank you. Thank you.
But unfortunately, not for me today. I'm out.
Thank you, Jen.
Thanks.
Wish you luck.
Good luck,
best luck,
guys.
guys.
Thank you.
Thanks for the
you.
presentation.
You did a great job.
And it was really good fun.
Good.
Tried. We believe in our product and we're going to keep going forward.
You've got a dream, you want to take it forward. So that's what we want to do.
In season 1 of Shark Tank, Naomi Simpson invested $100,000 in Scott Bucock's inventive clothes pegs known as Hegs.
The most expensive pegs I've ever bought.
But they've proved to be a very good buy.
Since Shark Tank, we're sitting at around an 800% growth rate in 1 year. It's amazing to go from 1 million Hegs to 8 million Hegs coming off the production line.
So it all happens just in this location.
The exciting part about having a shark like Naomi on board is just having someone to be like a soundboard. Having that advice from someone that's been around for a long time, doing great things, is so important.
how many bags come out of this facility?
208,000 bags this team has done.
Okay, that's incredible. Who thought that I'd fall in love with pigs? I think it's incredible. For me, it's a privilege to be a part of an Australian innovation story.
We are now launching in 22 countries and we've translated in 12 languages. And that's all happened since Shark Tank. It's been amazing.
After the break, a Byron Bay peacenik
They're trying to steal your company, Anna.
shut up, sparks a shark war.
The sharks are circling.
Then later, a beverage business and four buddies thirsty for a deal.
Hey, 25 grand. That can't be enough.
Well, the alternative's a bit more cash.
Next in the tank, a peace-loving flower child who hopes her ethical business will appeal to a pack of sharks.
Hello, my name's Anna Walsh. I'm from Byron Bay, Australia. Well, Australia, we're so international. I am asking for $90,000 for 15% of my company. I have a bamboo clothing company. I do sheets, towels, socks, underpants, jeans, everything made out of bamboo. I have 5 shops already, and I have an online website with about 3,000, between 3,000 and 4,000 on my mailing list, and I've got 100 active wholesale accounts. It's starting to get into bigger amounts, and I feel like I really need a bit of mentoring and a bit of wisdom, sort of shark savvy. So, yeah, I brought you all a gift that I'd like to share. Oh, where are they? Okay. Oh, sorry, behind the banner. Let me just make sure I've got the girls.
Thank you.
Nice.
How gorgeous.
I've given you some bamboo clothing and socks. I do a really high quality bamboo.
Thank you.
There you go.
Gee, the material's beautiful, isn't it?
So $90,000 for 15%. Tell us what you're going to do with the money.
The money, I'd actually like the investor to help me decide where to put it, because at the moment I've got to a place, I've got a really good base, I think. I've got really good factories. I can do big production. And I have a really good, strong body piece family in Byron Bay, which is partly family and girls I went to school with.
My family were wool growers in Western Queensland, so I know wool really quite well, and the properties of wool. Talk me through bamboo. What are the properties of bamboo that make it a better product than a cotton or a wool or a polyester?
Okay. Well, bamboo's really great for the planet. That's why I got into it. I used to have boutiques, and I sold a lot of, cotton, and I was very sort of a natural girl. And then I started researching it and saw that actually cotton uses more chemicals than any other crop. Bamboo, there is a chemical process in turning it in from the plant into a pulp. So that's the only process. And I've been to the factory and I watched that they recycle it. It is really good for the planet, and once you start wearing it, you really want to keep wearing it because it is a beautiful fabric. It feels very sort of tactile and gentle on the body.
So, Anna, where I'm sitting, quite simply, I'm a wool grower. The reality is it doesn't quite gel with my position in fabric. So, for that reason, I'm out.
Thank you.
Anna, I'm ready to make a decision on you. I mean, congratulations. You know, it's a nice business, but it's not the kind of business that I can invest in because that's not the kind of business I'm looking for. And frankly, 15% is not a lot of skin in the game for me. And so I wish you luck, but for those reasons, I'm out.
Thank you.
Your online business, can you sort of talk about your sales there, please?
My revenue, I'm a bit of a with numbers, but I'd say I probably get about 1,000 a week, 2,000 a week.
Do you know how many people come to your website?
It does quite well, but I've set up now that China can send from my head office in China anywhere in the world, but they're not really into small retail. They'll do my wholesales because I've got a couple of shops in Europe and I've got interest in the States, so that can be much better for me shipping.
What's your revenue per year?
Well, this year, my turnover was 1.7 million. And it's gone up, actually, 83% every year. From the first year I did...
So how long have you been in business?
This is my 6th year.
What are your costs associated with that?
Outgoings, well, they always seem to be quite high, you know. When I looked at my...
that's business for you. Very inconvenient.
I know. When I looked at my profit, I was like, what? All that work and 150,000 profit from 1.7 million turnover. I was like, what am I doing wrong, you know?
And that's a profit after you've paid yourself?
Yes.
That's a really good net profit.
Really?
That's a really good net profit.
Oh.
Well, I'm a business person, but there's a lot of great for the planet and other things that don't naturally fit quite well with me, to be honest. I'm about having really strong businesses, or take really strong returns to owners, and then you can do with those profits with the devil you want.
All right. Yep.
Do you want to have a big business? You don't want to save the world?
Swim with the sharks with exclusive shark highlights, tips, fights and deal updates at 10play.com.au. Anna Walsh is offering 15% of her Body Piece clothing business in return for $90,000. 2 sharks are out. Steve is questioning her motives.
There's a lot of great for the planet and other things that don't naturally fit quite well with me, to be honest. Do you want to have a big business? You don't want to save the world?
Both.
Yeah.
Good answer.
Yeah.
That's a good answer.
Yeah.
Well, I'm good to make you an offer if you like.
Oh, wonderful, Steve.
You seem like you have a great business. I'd like to offer you the entire $90,000 for 25%.
25? I actually feel like for me to say $600,000 is very undervaluing. I just feel like I'm at this point where I'm starting to work in millions. There's so many areas I could go into.
All right. I'll give you exactly what you're after. You're impressing the hell out of me. I'll give you 90K for 15%.
Oh, thank you, Steve.
I'd like to make you an offer.
Oh, wonderful, thank you.
I'll give you the 90,000, but I want 20%. And the reality is that I am a significantly more valuable partner than Steve is. If you want,
you sell juices.
I'm in retail. I understand what it's like to actually face a customer every single day. And look, you know what? Working with me may not be necessarily an easy road because I will actually demand systems and processes. We will have strict strategy meetings that will actually then drive the business to where it needs to go. So it may not be the easiest road, but I think the outcome will be the best possible outcome.
So 90,000 for 15%, Steve, 90,000 for 20% from Janine. Well, we haven't got an offer from Naomi yet.
And I think you've got two fabulous offers. So when I look at what I could do, I'm more about the online space and what I could create out of that for you. So for this deal, I'm out. But I do love your product. Well done.
Okay, thank you very much.
Any chance of getting you to both come in?
We'll take 15% each for 180,000. Gives more resources, get more stock.
So now you're selling 30% of your business. Basically 90,000, which is what you came here for. 90,000 for 15%. You just got two of them. So you've got 180,000 for 30% of your company. So that's a big chunk of your company, but, you know, you're getting two sharks.
Do you really want to give up 30% of your company? Do you really need both sharks?
Well, it's all very well Glenn saying that when he hasn't even put an offer on the table.
It's the wool grower, mate. Don't listen to the wool grower.
And who doesn't even believe in the bamboo clothing. But the reality is the value that you've got left over, which is 70%, is worth more, I believe, because the two of us are involved, than on your own.
They're trying to steal your company,
As it was for
Anna.
me. Shut up.
Anna, do you really need two sharks?
The sharks are circling. The sharks are circling. What do you want to do?
I'd love to have you both in.
Well
Ripper.
done.
Hey, we love a deal.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Steve.
Cheers, mate.
Yeah, great.
Well done. Very impressive.
Oh, thank you.
Cheers. Bye-bye.
Thanks.
Good luck.
Bye.
Ripper.
Yes.
Great business. That's a great business.
I feel like they're going to help me to really make it a global, eco-friendly, beautiful bamboo clothing company. You know, do it the way that it should be done in the shark world, you know, not Dolphin Land, Byron Bay.
After the break,
How about a beer?
will this palatable proposal
Do you need another beer, Steve?
leave a bitter aftertaste?
You do not want him as a partner. He will drink all the profits.
Next to face the sharks, a bunch of mates ready to chill out and wind down the week.
Travelling in numbers.
Hi Sharks, we're Friday Beers, and today we're seeking a $25,000 investment in our business in return for a 10% equity stake. My name's Lee, and I came up with the idea for Friday Beers when I really wanted to drink on a Friday afternoon, but we didn't have anything in the fridge, and I was too busy to go up to the bottle shop to buy some myself. So I sent my good mate Keegan up here, up to the bottle shop, but what he came back with was pretty ordinary, mainly because the selection up there wasn't that good. But over those beers, we came up with a way to get cold craft beer delivered to your desk on a Friday afternoon.
So, Sharks, imagine, if you will, that glorious time of the week, better known as Friday afternoon. We thought to ourselves, how can we possibly enhance this Friday afternoon spirit?
Well, it's an easy answer to that question, and that's beer. We're talking about craft beer that's handmade, hand-selected, and hand-delivered to your desk.
Good stuff.
Friday Beers delivers a different six-pack of beer each and every week for $28.80, with no lock-in contracts, no hidden fees, and the ability to suspend or cancel your account at any time.
So before we get down to the nitty-gritty, how about a beer?
Absolutely.
Bring it on.
Yeah, bring it on.
It's 12 o'clock, it's all good.
Thank you.
So they're all different, are they?
They are. We've just specialised our tasting notes here, and it gives you a little bit of education on what's out there in the marketplace.
Thank you.
There's more beers coming onto the market now than there is or ever has been.
This is sensational beer.
I'll also like to declare an interest that these guys do deliver me beer or have it on occasion.
Why doesn't it surprise me?
Well, you know, I am a liker of beer, so great service and good to see you here, guys. It's fantastic. At the time when you first delivered me beers, and when we actually first saw you on Twitter, I think it was, we didn't believe it was true, so we just sort of bought it just out of a bit of a dare, but you actually turned up and gave us a beer. I thought, there's a hole in this business plan. There's 5 days in the week, and you happen to be active for one of them.
That's definitely a niche, and we're going to carve that out as hard as we can. It's that Friday afternoon feeling that we're trying to capitalise on.
Friday Beers, as you say, is an occasion.
Yeah.
So you could sell other products into that audience, not just beers, presumably.
Yeah,
That's exactly right.
100%.
Have you thought about that?
Yeah, absolutely. And part of our way to scale this business for the future, we're already looking at other opportunities in wine, cider, food, to cater for office parties, to do bits and pieces like that, and also paraphernalia.
So how do you curate the beers? How do you decide?
It's part of my role is to research what beers are on the market.
It's a tough job.
I know.
You're saying it with all seriousness.
He went, it'll
Yeah,
be me.
someone's
I'll
gonna
do
do
it.
Did you say to your parents growing up, I want to be a beer taster?
Well, I did when I left university early.
Sounds easy. So get into the business model. So you're only operating in Brisbane at this point in time?
Yeah.
How many customers have you got? What's your revenue of the business?
We've only been going properly for 2 months. We've got 50 customers at the moment. We've done 350 deliveries. We're making about $8 per delivery landed on somebody's desk.
The average size delivery is just 1 6-pack?
We are saying that, it's 1.5 per person if we average it out, but we are actually delivering multiple units to single locations. So the margin grows the more amount of deliveries we do to the
So
same
are you
location.
targeting, for instance, an office building, doing your flyers? So this is our target. Then we'll get 20 customers inside this one location. So delivery becomes negligible, and that's how you plan to scale.
Absolutely.
Are there any roadblocks to getting into a building? Like, do the security guards pull you up, or...?
No, we're friends with all the security guards. and the concierges in some of the higher class buildings, they love us as well, so...
I don't know why. You just
Yeah, I know. It's the perfect product.
What's the plan to scale?
So our plan is to move into Sydney and Melbourne, but I think initially we need to get to that 100 deliveries every Friday afternoon.
Per city or per...?
Just for Brisbane.
Okay, right.
And then our next step up from that is probably 500 and then 1,000. But the numbers that we've run and the logistics that we've worked out, we can do 5,000 deliveries on a Friday afternoon around Australia without running into too many trouble.
So 5,000 times 8, is that a fair call? Maybe 10, $50,000 a week, potentially $2.5 million a year. Seems like a lot.
Look, I buy your model in a local sense. I don't see it scaling personally, only because other competitors are in those cities, and you've got to have a competitive advantage over that, and there are no real barriers to entry. I wish you luck. I'll probably become a customer, but for those reasons, I'm out.
I really love what you're doing, but I don't think the $25,000 is anywhere near enough if you want to be a part of the land grab. I think you've got a market. I think you've got a lovely product. I do think it makes a great gift. We've been selling it for years, but I'm out.
Thank you.
Cheers.
You guys having a ball. And I think that's what's great about it, isn't it? You go, wouldn't it be great if I create a business and have an absolute ball with some great mates? I mean, you guys gone tick, 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 tick. I don't think you should do a deal today, personally. I think you should go off, you know what you're going to do, just keep to yourselves and grow it organically. But I'm out.
Thank you, Jimmy.
Terrible advice.